Hi! If you don't care about the video, just use the timestamps to skip to the tier you need. Over a year ago, when the Crimson Isle was released, I made this video for tier 2 and 3 Blaze Slayer. Honestly, it was rushed and poorly explained, which is okay, since I was going to do a follow-up video and delete that one after I do more Blaze Slayer. Fortunately, I quit Skyblock for almost an entire year. Sadly, recently I've relapsed out of boredom and depression. Ever since, I've played the new content I've missed out on, such as Kudra, Rift, and yeah, that's about it. Anyway, Blaze Slayer is boring. If you're like me, it takes absolutely ages to spawn your boss because you're broke and can't afford veteran, you get skill issued by the 75 million HP mini-boss, and sometimes after all your struggle, the boss still decides to one-shot you. So, what do you get out of Blaze Slayer? Surely it has to be something great. Nope, absolutely nothing. But it's fine, since you get rewards from leveling, right? Nope, you're showered with items you don't need or can't have, as they're ridiculously expensive. But hey, at least the RNGs with drops are good, right? At level 5 you get a rune worth 1 mil, and at level 7 you can get a Wisp upgrade stone also worth 1 mil, Wilson's engineering plants worth 8 mil, and our highest earner, the high class Archfiend dice worth 40 mil. So why is everything Blaze related so worthless? Simple. Most crafts require Inferno vortexes, which are acquired through using the highest class fuel in Inferno minions. Not many people do this, and even fewer people sell them, hence the items are rarely ever crafted. So now that I've told you how meaningful this Slayer is, let's get to killing tier 1. At every Slayer, tier 1 is a joke. It's meant to introduce the boss to us with a few abilities that would only kill really underleveled players. There's as much strategy to tier 1 Blaze as there is to tier 1 Weight Loop. Hit it until it dies. So you must be wondering, why did I combine tier 2, 3, and 4 into one timestamp? Or you simply didn't read the timestamps, as no one does. Anyway, the reason is simple. They can all be cheesed the same way. In the Wasteland, at the entrance to the Smoldering Tomb, there is a spot you can stand to completely ignore every mechanic the boss does, except its Helion shield. You know, the one that forces you to use the daggers. It works for every tier. All you have to do is bring some blazes from their natural habitat, stuff them into the hole, murder them, and then murder their guardian. Simple as that. If you aren't using mods like me, sometimes you will die to the pillar. But normally, with mods, in the middle of your screen, there will be a timer showing the time left on the pillar. If that doesn't disappear, that means you need to Wither Cloak it. Since I know some of you won't be satisfied with this explanation, I will go into a bit more detail. You want to stand at the edge of the block, close to the boss, and you want to constantly hit the boss with the right attunements to keep yourself healthy. If that's not enough, make sure to keep tier 1 of attunement on yourself. When the boss splits into 2, you want to push one of the demons into the wall and manually kill the other. For tier 3 and 4, in the last phase, you might struggle with health if you messed up your attunement rotation. In these scenarios, don't panic. Simply Wither Shield and get back your rhythm. This roughly covers the strategy for all tiers. Now let's look at the equipment we need. For all tiers, I recommend the Vanquish set, as it makes you deal 10% more damage and take 10% less. For the armor, I recommend higher level sets, such as Frozen Blaze, Necron, or Start Crimson with preferably a Warden helmet. For tier 2, you probably won't need Sorrow pieces, but starting from tier 3, I would recommend at least a Sorrow chestplate. If you're really struggling, you can always wear the leggings as well, but it will significantly reduce your damage. For support items, I recommend a Wand of Atonement and an Overflux, but you can get creative here. There are many support items you can use. For example, I try you to take 1 Soul Line if you're panicking, a Withered Ragnarok Axe or Sword of Bad Health for extra damage, or even a weirder tuba. For pets, I recommend Blaze or Ended Dragon based on your set, but anything works honestly. Just make sure your pet makes up for what you lack. Don't have enough damage? Use a damage pet. You die to the boss too often? Use a survivability pet. You get the point. So what attributes should you get? I would highly recommend Veteran and Vitality, or Veteran and Magic Find. Though Magic Find requires a tier 5 Kudra completion, while Veteran and Vitality only require tier 3. If you're not using Crimson, this is still relevant to you. Getting attributes in your equipment will aid you massively, though it's optional. I have terrible attributes and do just fine. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I would wish you good luck, but realistically there isn't anything good to get, so enjoy wasting your time. Bye.